Where do you think the worst drivers in the world are? As somebody who's traveled around the world and experienced a lot of different styles of driving in a lot of different places, I've got some thoughts on this one. Welcome to Travel Takeaways, where I give you my honest reflections from life on the road. One of my theories about people's appreciation of driving is that no matter who you are, no matter where you live, you think that the drivers in your hometown are the worst in the world. And you would be amazed how often I spout this theory to somebody and they immediately respond by saying, "Oh no, but the drivers here are the worst in the world." I'm here to tell you that you're probably wrong. I think I have decided who is the worst drivers in the world. But first, I'm going to tell you about the two places I've lived the longest. You know, in New Orleans, you had just straight aggressive. If you hit the gas right when a light turns green, you will be in a car accident. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when, because everybody runs red lights. People are going to cut you off. People are basically trying to kill you all the time, it seems, as they careen around the world, driving in the most aggressive fashion possible. Then on the other end of the spectrum, I now live in Minnesota, where the drivers are the most polite and passive aggressive. They always will let you in. They tend to be more aware of the other cars around them. The biggest problem is that they're often too polite. Four-way stop signs can cause huge traffic jams because everybody will, instead of just taking their turn when it's their turn, they'll wave you on. And that is not the way stop signs work, guys. Like, go when it's your turn. I'm always the one that's going out of turn because you're not going and it's your turn and I'm not waiting for you. The thing Minnesotans do really well, though, is traffic jams. Whether you know it or not, the ultimate goal when you're sitting in traffic should be to never come to a complete stop. This means you're not following so close, you're not slamming on the gas and slamming on the brakes, but it's just a much more efficient way, and it's proven to be the best way to combat traffic. By not coming to a complete stop, if everybody's doing that, traffic flows a lot more smoothly, and Minnesotans are amazing at this. However, they're so polite that they're terrible at the zipper merge. I think that Minnesotans really believe that it's rude to stay in the lane that's going to close until the last minute and then zipper merge, which is the best way to use space and, again, prevent traffic. But they fail at that. They're the worst. They're so polite, they think that it's very rude and will get over into the correct lane ASAP. So after all my travels and all my analysis of different driving styles, all my driving in different countries and being a passenger all over the world, where do you think the worst drivers in the world are? I'm here to tell you, it's Chicago. Stay curious and don't forget the snacks.